How y'all doing today? Welcome back to another size 11 video. Look, as you already know, the University of Houston was successful in their conquest for winning on the road against a well-respected opponent in TCU. Not only that, this is just another rematch of the old Southwest Conference, rival. It was just recanted, in the game that they played just this Friday against TCU. Now, as we stated, the University of Houston is projected to be solid for next season. They're projected to be, one of the better teams in the conference, competing for a championship and conference championship. But we already know that we must think big. Okay, let me give an example. Okay, there was some news just recently, a comment that Mr. Sankey made on a podcast he was on, stating that he's not one willing to step down, or should I say, allow his style of leadership be watered down for his conference by allowing up to 70 teams to play and compete on the level in which they play in. And the term, while that's a normal viewpoint or philosophy to have, the issue with that statement was the fact that he used things like earth, come back down to earth, as implying that that they can't be beat or something, or that they're just so far ahead, which I disagree. I don't believe that the SEC is so far ahead. I just believe that they have their position, they're better positioned, and they have perception. They have perception favor. Okay, that's what I do believe. And with that being said, it helps them to kind of stay in the limelight and compete in that fashion. But in due time, I will say that, that will give the other conferences some time to be on that platform. For an example, okay, we know that the Big 12 has a list of brands that at this point is fairly new. It's like almost like a new conference, and these teams are getting a feel for one another. They're playing new teams, so there's no solid team that has established itself for decades and that have won national titles, and we know what to expect. Like when we look at the Big Ten schools or the SEC schools, we know what to expect from them. We know exactly what they're going to produce and put on the field, and it's usually those three programs in the SEC always competing for championship, SEC championship. Same with the Big Ten. It's always that every year, so you know what to expect. It's not like that in the Big 12, so it creates interest. Okay, so you have the whole world interested in what the Big 12 is doing every week. It's just that making these matchups inventory every week is what will set them apart from the other conferences. Now, back to, the University of Houston. They are positioned, as I mentioned, and projected to do well next season. And this season, we want the University of Houston to make it to a bowl game by winning six games. And they have two. They have 4 more to go. Now, what 4 teams that they're going to win against, that's to be unveiled. But I do see that it's a little bit more challenging. They're sitting at the 11th spot right now. That was a good victory last night against TCU on the road, and solidifying themselves. The offense was clicking like they had and have the potential to do. It's just that, they wasn't getting past the finish line in the previous games, it showed that, but based off of the formation and how they looked on the field, performed on the field, Art already knew that they were cooking. Okay, they were cooking and they are solid. And so we saw that. Now it's almost like they bust through the walls or the glass ceiling, and they're going to be pushing through. Now, to win on the road is significant. Last year, TCU came to Houston and they won by, a touchdown or two. It was a pretty, reasonable game, but, for them to win on the road, I didn't have them winning this game, but they won. So these are some of the things that restore confidence in, the alumni fan base and, pro U of H supporters, and so we want to keep this thing going, and we will. The next game is coming up next week against Kansas. I do see this is a potential win if they can perform like they did against TCU. I can see that the University of Houston will prevail with another victory on the road. We're looking forward to it, and once again, we do have the University of Houston getting better and better as the season go along. So let's make this another victory, bringing it to 3 and 3 on the season. Actually, what was it? 2 and 4? No, 3 and 3 on the season. Let's just support our team, and let's make sure that they have what they need to win, because that's what it's going to be about. And of course, we're looking forward to next week's game, and, go Cougs. But once again, don't forget, to subscribe, like, share the video, and don't forget to stop by the website, www.size-11.com. Go get your merch, your custom gear, unlike no other. And we always got something dropping new. Sign up, become a member. And don't forget to, send us feedback, in the comment section. What are some of the things that we could do to improve this channel? You can support the channel by sending a Cash App to TUEMUSIC. And until next time, have a great day.